A massive structure appears in the ocean, but something is immediately wrong. It does not move like a yacht. Instead, it behaves like a floating architectural system that is constantly stabilizing itself in real time. There are no visible engines, no exhaust, no obvious signs of propulsion, only silence. Then another detail becomes impossible to ignore. The structure seems to adjust its shape slightly as waves approach, almost as if it is reacting before impact occurs. Now the question changes completely. If something this large can continuously correct its position in the ocean, is it still a vessel, or is it something far more controlled? This is an AI-designed conceptual megayacht vision, not a real structure. What you are about to enter begins in a place where no yacht should begin. You do not walk into this yacht. You wake up inside it. The master bedroom is already active before any movement is made. That is the first unusual detail. The lighting adjusts to your presence, but not after you move. It changes before you move, as if the system predicts your orientation. The bed rests on a rotating circular platform. Slowly, the entire room turns toward the horizon. The movement is not random. It automatically aligns itself with the brightest reflection point on the ocean. Then something even stranger happens. The glass wall darkens briefly, then becomes clear again without any visible trigger. It feels as though the room is responding to environmental pressure. A new thought appears. Is this luxury, or is it a controlled environment learning your behavior? Part of the wall slides away silently. There is no visible door, no frame, and no delay. You step outside. The sound of the ocean is gone. Not reduced. Gone completely. The space uses a silence regulation system that removes the natural frequency of the waves. A strange contradiction appears. The water below moves violently, yet the air around you remains perfectly still. For a moment, your balance feels slightly off. The environment is stable, but your perception is not. This is where the experience stops feeling like luxury and starts feeling like controlled isolation. The lighting suddenly becomes warmer. You enter the gaming room, and something feels wrong. A poker table is already prepared. Cards are placed. Chips are stacked. A glass sits tilted slightly as if someone stood up only moments ago. But no one is there. Even the chairs appear slightly displaced, as though they were pushed back in a hurry. Then a subtle system activates. The lighting briefly highlights each seat one at a time, almost as if it is checking for occupants. The scan ends. No result. The room does not feel empty. It feels recently abandoned, and that uncertainty becomes the strongest presence in the space. The yacht opens into its central spine. This is where scale stops being visual and becomes physical. A massive suspended architectural core extends through the structure. Then it moves. Not dramatically, not visibly. It simply rebalances itself with almost living precision. Glass surfaces adjust by tiny fractions of a degree to maintain symmetry with the ocean horizon. Suddenly, the lighting system performs a continuous transition from gold to deep ocean blue. The change does not feel decorative. It feels functional, as if the yacht is recalibrating its internal emotional environment. Then an unsettling realization appears. If a space constantly adjusts itself to you, are you the guest, or are you the variable being measured? The yacht continues across the ocean in complete silence. From a distance, it appears perfectly stable. But now you understand that nothing about it is passive. Everything is adjusting. Everything is responding. Everything is rebalancing. Even stillness has been engineered. As the structure disappears into the horizon, one final thought remains. Some luxuries are not designed for living. They are designed for continuous adaptation. And the longer you stay inside them, the harder it becomes to tell who is actually being controlled.